No Mo, why Jets should be done with Mo Wilkerson. Florham Park. The good news for Jets defensive end Mo Wilkerson is that he doesn't have to worry about being late for another team meeting this weekend. It doesn't matter if he misses the bus or even kickoff in New Orleans. The Jets don't want him there. And it would be best if they keep their underperforming, overpaid and chronically late defensive end from stepping foot on the field again this season. Coach Todd Bowles announced Friday that Wilkerson would not travel with the team to New Orleans. He called it a coaching decision, and refused to elaborate. But it was because Wilkerson was late to yet another team meeting before Friday's practice. This is well past the point of ridiculous. Wilkerson has been benched twice in the last 2 weeks for being late to a team meeting he sat for the first quarter of the Jets' December 3 game against the Chiefs after being late to a practice, and has been benched in each of the last 3 seasons for tardiness. Wilkerson has been sending the message for quite some time now. He doesn't care about his teammates, who he leaves to answer questions about yet another rules violation. He doesn't respect his coach, who he's forced to continually discipline him, despite second and third chances. Wilkerson clearly doesn't care about the Jets. And the Jets shouldn't let him put on the uniform for the final 2 games or ever again. They should make him watch the rest of the season from home and then cut him. More injured McCown will help coach Jets. Even if Wilkerson was showing up on time, his time with the Jets was probably over. He's set to make $16.75 million new season, the 3rd year of a 5-year, $86 million deal he signed in July of 2016. He's the Jets' highest paid player, by far. But he hasn't come close to living up to it. Wilkerson has only 8 sacks in the 28 games since he signed his mega deal. The Jets could save between $11 and $17 million this offseason if they cut him before the 3rd day of the new league year, while carrying only $9 million in dead money. This is a relatively painless and easy decision. The Jets and general manager Mike Maccagnan made a huge mistake by committing $37 million to Wilkerson over the last 2 seasons. It will go down as one of the worst contracts in Jets history. Keeping him around for another season, even at a reduced salary, would only make matters worse. But letting him back on the field for the final 2 games would also be a bad decision. First of all, it's a big financial risk. If Wilkerson were to suffer a catastrophic injury that kept him out the entire 2018 season, the Jets would have to pay the full $16.75 million they owe him. He's also become a bad example to the Jets' younger players. In years past, Wilkerson has apologized after getting benched for tardiness and vowed it would never happen again. This time, he wouldn't even acknowledge his violation of team rules and refused to talk about it with reporters. Wilkerson was not in the locker room on Friday, and his agent, Chad Weisseling, did not respond to an email seeking to clarify why Wilkerson was late. Wilkerson's lack of accountability in the press shouldn't be surprising. He's not even accountable to his own coach or teammates. Bowles has worked hard to establish a new culture around the Jets this season. Wilkerson clearly doesn't fit into it. It's time to move on. Now. Calm.